Welcome to our series of videos and articles entitled Finance Insights 101 for people new to the world of work and financial planning. Today, I'm going to provide you with an explanation of the system by which most people join their workplace pension scheme known as automatic enrollment or auto-enrollment. In this short video, we will cover three areas. What is auto-enrollment? Who qualifies for auto-enrollment? And the level of contribution that you will be required to make to your workplace pension scheme. So, what is automatic enrollment? Put simply, it is the term used when an employee who meets certain criteria is made a member of their workplace pension scheme without having to ask. So, who will be automatically enrolled? Your employer is legally obliged to auto enroll you in their workplace pension scheme if you meet all of the following criteria. You work in the United Kingdom. You are not already in a suitable workplace pension scheme provided by your employer. You are at least 22 years old but under state pension age, and you earn more than £10,000 per year for the tax year in question. If you do not meet these eligibility criteria, then you do not need to be automatically enrolled in a pension by your employer. Of course, you can still ask to join, but your employer will only have to pay into it if you earn more than £6,240 per year. Assuming that you qualify for auto-enrollment, how much will you have to contribute? Each year, the minimum that must be paid in is 8% of what is called your qualifying salary. This being the slice of your salary between £6,240 and £50,270 as of the 2025-26 tax year. Of this amount, your employer must pay at least 3%, but they can pay more. Therefore, how much you have to pay depends on how much they pay. Should they pay the minimum of 3%, you will have to pay at least 5%. However, if they pay the full 8%, you can join without paying anything, although you could still choose to make a contribution anyway. When you pay into your pension, some of the money that would have gone to the government as tax goes towards your pension instead. This is tax relief and is available based on the rate of income tax that you pay. In effect, this helps reduce the real cost of your contribution. You can opt out of your employer's workplace pension scheme after you've been enrolled. However, should you do so, you will lose out on the employer contribution to your pension, as well as the government's contribution in the form of tax relief. Therefore, you should think long and hard before doing so. If you do opt out, you can rejoin your employer's workplace pension scheme at a later date if you wish to do so. In fact, as long as you still meet eligibility criteria, your employer must automatically enroll you back into the scheme every 3 years, this being the government's way of ensuring that as many people as possible build a decent pension pot for retirement. I hope that you have found this video useful. In order to enhance your pension knowledge further, you may wish to watch the other videos in the series entitled Introduction to Pensions and Different Types of Pensions. Alternatively, should you wish to discuss anything covered in this one, I can be reached at the email shown on the screen.